Hello and namaste. Welcome back to my photography journey. Today is a day 4. On a day 1, we learn about camera basic and buttons. On a day 2, we learn some exposure triangle and some shooting modes. And on a day 3, yesterday we learned different composition and different angles. And today is a day 4. We will be learning a focus and a depth of field. This is one of the biggest step towards making a photo professional. Today's learning goal is about a difference between autofocus and manual focus, and we will also practice one shot autofocus and AI servo autofocus, and then we will understand focus point and how to select them, and then we will see how aperture affects the background blur. Okay, before we dive into autofocus and manual focus, first of all, what is focus and why does it matters? Focus is a part of the photo that appears sharp and clear. Everything else may look less sharp and blurry depending on your camera setting. For example, if you are taking a portrait, you usually want the person eyes to be in a focus. If the eyes are blurry, the photo often doesn't look as good, even everything else is sharp. And why does it matters? Focus tells viewers what to look for first. Good focus makes your subject stand out and gives your image a professional look. Now comes autofocus and manual focus. Autofocus is the focus used by a camera program itself. It is fast and easy to use, best for beginners and everyday photography. And talking about the manual focus, you turn the focus ring on it by yourself. It gives you a complete control over exactly what you want to focus. It is basically used for a macro photography, low light scenes, or when autofocus struggles. Okay, let's understand autofocus and manual focus in a practical mode. I have put two subjects. One is my watch and the another is a lens cover. Now let's see. I have put the camera into autofocus. Now you see the white square button, you see the white square shape. This is where the camera will take a focus. Currently it's focusing on a camera lens cover. Now if I keep it here and click here, it will focus right on my watch. There we go. And let's just keep here. The camera lens cover is blur, you can see. Now let's just focus on the camera lens cover. It does. The autofocus is struggling, but it anyway. I hope you get the idea of the autofocus. Now let's switch it to the manual focus. Now in a manual focus, there is no use of this white shape, white square shape, it will simply take the blur image. So in order to in order to maintain the focus, we simply need to rotate this ring, focus ring. Let's try this. Okay, now I have absolute control over the camera focus manually. Let's take a shot. Okay, now to change the focus, I simply need to rotate the focus ring, and I'll just focus on the camera lens. Looks fine. Okay, it looks great. Okay, this is great. I hope you understand the difference between autofocus and manual focus, how to use it. In a simple way, autofocus let the camera decide where to focus, while manual focus let you decide exactly where you want the sharpest part of the image. Okay, let's see what is AI Servo autofocus and one-shot autofocus. One-shot autofocus, both autofocus are automatic. It is done by a camera itself. We don't focus manually. So one-shot autofocus is best for still object. The camera focus once and lock the focus, and AI Servo autofocus is best for a moving object like a moving car, moving ball. The camera keeps updating the focus continuously while the subject moves around. Okay guys, we will see now some practical example on single shot autofocus and AI Servo autofocus. For that you will have to switch to the autofocus, and in a manual mode we are shooting, and in the menu we have to keep in a continuous shooting. Single shooting will not work. We will switch continuous shooting, and we press this button, and we press this button, and now we'll try in a single shot, and later we will try AI Servo, and we'll just compare. Okay, now we have our subject here. We will just swing this and take a shot. Okay, ready? We'll just focus here. Okay, let's see. It's the focus is in and out of the subject, and this is what one shot autofocus will do. Now let's try this AI Servo autofocus. Let's string our subject once again. Now let's see. Okay, now let's see how aperture changes the look of the background. Aperture is the opening inside of the lens that controls how much light enters the camera. It also changes how much of the scene is in focus. Smaller the number of f number, like f3.5, the more background will be blur. It is also said as a bokeh effect, and it is great for portrait because the subject stands out. Medium f number like f8, less background blur, good for general photography. And a larger f number like f16, f12 is used for landscape photography. Most of the scene is sharp. It's great for landscape and architecture. Okay, now let's see how aperture changes the depth of field, how it can create the background blur. I've kept the camera on a manual mode and a manual focus. We have our subject there. Let's see the setting first. I'll just increase to 1 by 100. Shutter speed is 1 by 100 and the aperture is 36. Let's keep the ISO 6400. Now let's see. I would like to change the shutter speed is 1 by 30, aperture is 36 and the ISO is 64. We are taking a shot on a higher number of aperture. Let's see the image. We don't see any blurry background, no bokeh effect, everything looks sharp. That's what it comes in a higher number of aperture. Now let's change it to the smallest, that is 5.6. let's take a shot. Okay, while increasing the lots of lights are coming in 5.6 aperture, so we are on a manual mode, so we need to change the other setting like the exposure and the ISO according to the aperture. That's called the exposure triangle. Let's get closer a little bit. And let's rotate the focus ring. As we can see, we have a shallow background because we have aperture, we have smallest aperture which is 5.6. I hope you understand the depth of field, how aperture impact on a depth of field. A simple way of understanding aperture is the lower f number creates a blurry background that helps the subject stand out, and the higher f number keeps most of the scene sharp.